This allotment, up above the city streets, is entirely the work of Juan Carula Figueres. He and his family only survived the famine years of the Civil War and its aftermath by growing and eating their own food.
What's so interesting about this roof garden is what it's for and how it was made to that end. Because when they constructed the building, they had to reinforce the surface and then brought in 10 inches of soil. And over a large area like this, that's a lot. And this is no luxurious roof garden to be surrounded by plants. This is to produce as much as possible of sort of basic ingredients that can be stored throughout the year. So there are potatoes, lots of them. And the vine has something like 100 kilos of grapes to make wine. And, you know, it's not glamorous. Everything is geared towards productivity in a simple way. And it is a piece of the Catalan countryside here in the middle of a busy city.
Juan still retains an undimmed passion for growing organic produce.
Solo teníamos una hectárea de tierra en Mérida y nos morimos de hambre, ¿no? Cuando me casé no pude estrenar traje, porque la tierra, la pobre, una hectárea no daba para comer y no morirnos de hambre. Y entonces vine aquí a Barcelona.
From the outset, Juan has followed the farming methods that he learned as a boy, and those organic production techniques are now widely used. Juan is equally proud of his decorative plants.
Sobre los huertos en la terraza. Dicen que yo fui el pionero hace 53 años. Pues que a los 73 años, a nivel del suelo, del acero, digamos, yo ya ponía plantas. Porque soy un romántico.
There is another project at the edge of the city that also uses long-standing methods of growing vegetables. The monastery of Pedralbes is famous for its magnificent three-tiered 14th century cloister, and now has a garden that replicates the way that the nuns who lived here in the medieval period tended it.
And like nearly every monastery, they grew their own vegetables and herbs, particularly medicinal herbs, and were largely self-sufficient. But by the end of the 20th century, that had completely fallen into disarray. However, it's recently been lovingly restored, and not just made good, but taken back to the period before the discovery of the Americas.
Maria Antonia Martí Escayol is the museum's curator, and she tells me that everything is grown following methods taken from medieval manuscripts found in the monastery's archives.
Well, let's go in.
Yes.
Can we go in?
Yes. The parsley.
So parsley, yeah, so that's parsley, that's familiar
Yes.
enough. And this is rocket. And
Rocket salad, yes.
I love this.
And they benefit from each other.
And this is your
And-
cress, is it?
Yes. It's,
See, this is not cress as we grow it.
maybe it's a local variety.
Yeah,
of
let me just
cress.
have a taste. It's very fine leaf, isn't it? And spicy.
Yes, very spicy. Yes.
So the rocket and the cress are both quite spicy. The parsley, which is very good for your blood. It's a nice mix. Delicious.
And it's very healthy. This is a medieval technique. The manuscripts tell us to grow this interplanted, not the clover interplanted with the cabbage, to attract the insects.
That's the clover there.
Yes.
And you're growing leeks around the
Yes.
outside as
Yes.
a little hedge.
It's another combination
Right.
recommended in the manuscripts. And in the next year, these crops will be planted there.
Right, so you have
we
rotation.
Yes, rotation.
They showed me how the medieval irrigation system worked. Using tools they would have used hundreds of years ago, the water is directed exactly where it's needed.